This relates to more news reports. I seen something on Crux Reports talking about off the coast of Oman. You had a tanker being striked. You had UAE paid relating to Iran relating to missile strikes. And of course, you have Elon Musk becoming a trillionaire through his company SpaceX, valued about $2 trillion, 1.7 to 2 trillion, which supersedes all the billionaires: Larry Page, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, all their wealth compared to Elon Musk. And also can probably one of the African countries supply relating to healthcare and pay for schools and different things in one of those countries. In comparison relating to his wealth. You having this event at UFC at White House tomorrow related to Trump's birthday, Flag Day also on that same day. And pretty much these events happening, a lot of stuff going on, you know what I mean? And you had it, Scripture always talk about knowing this in the last days, of perilous times shall come. Perilous, dangerous, evil, bad, and troublesome times. You know what I mean? So, and that's the times we're in, man. You having people doing different videos of different things, talking about pretty much the signs of the times. You know what I mean? And you're seeing very uncanniness in relating to the signs of the times of different things going on, man. And news relating to the Kennedy Center, taking all Trump's name off the Kennedy Center. It says Donald Trump and also in the Kennedy Center, so they had those letters had to be taken off, a court order through the judge. Then you have in continuation relating to the Iranian war or Iranian war relating to U.S. Iran trying to make a deal. You know what I mean? Saying a deal's coming close at hand. You know what I mean? So. Was continuation, plus you having a situation with Israel continuing strikes. So, you know, I mean, you have a lot of conflicts, and also internally, externally relating to these entities, man. So we're in a time and season where it talks about things happening relating to even under the heavens, man. You know what I mean? That's the time and place for everything. That's in Ecclesiastes 3:1. You know what I mean? So everything is happening according to the appropriate time and season. You know what I mean? So that's what you're seeing. And you having different things happening in sports. You had the Knicks. They're last time they were in the championship round was 1970 and 73. It's over 53 to 56 years ago. You know what I mean? So you know it must be something weird if they go in the championship. No, I'm just kidding. But let's see. So, and the feud between, for example, Stephen A. and Donald Trump relating to IQ. You know what I mean? Because Donald Trump want to the Knicks play the Knicks championship round. And a lot of people, fans, and even people who are diehard fans, for example, like Stephen A. Smith and Spike Lee, with Trump's presence there, they blame that on him because they lost. You know what I mean? So you have tensions between Stephen A. and Donald Trump. You know what I mean? So, which is it's a stage and pony show. That's all it is. Distractions, man. You know what I mean? Because behind the scenes there are things going on, man, that are more relevant, more important than, sports is cool because I'm a sports guy too, but it is a lot more things that's more important. You know what I mean? That's affecting the collective of people, man. Collectively relating to people. So, distractional aspects relating to these other distractional aspects. That's all they are, man. And really, as a self-defense mechanism, it's to take your mind off the problems you have to deal with, man. Sports, which on some level I guess would be okay, but the reality is, it's not going to change your reality, man. You know what I mean? So you still have to deal with what you have to deal with. So it's all distraction at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But so more news on that, and so that's the times we're in, man. You know what I mean? This is something quick relating to different things, because the major thing is relating to this Iran-U.S. situation relating to nuclear deal. Pretty much Iran minimizing or non-existent relating to nuclear weapons development, relating to uranium using the major ingredient for nuclear development. So they want to minimize that, and Israel's goal is to exterminate Iran. You know what I mean? They want to eliminate them. They like fighting anyway. That's what they want to do. You know what I mean? So really, Iran, Israel, and the U.S. are in conflict with each other, man. One wants to stop it. One wants to continue it on, man. You know what I mean? Scripture talks about the least of them shall bring niyas in Jeremiah 50. You know what I mean? To bring them out, to put them in a place they don't want to be at, man, or in a position they don't want to be at, necessarily be in. So the point is, man, there's conflicts internally, there's conflicts externally between allies, man. You know what I mean? So. And that's this is something quick and short. I'll continue on. You know what I mean? I hope it helps relating to information. This is Zayah Wolf. Shalom.